The Evergreen Media Network Studio, powered by Scott Tree Services.
From Studio A in sunny Florida, welcome to Beauty and the Beach Radio, where it's all about who's beautifying Vero Beach. Today's show is brought to you by Dale Sorensen Real Estate. And here's your host and glamour girl, makeup artist, Cindy Goetz.
Hey guys, welcome back to Beauty and the Beach Radio. I'm Cindy Goetz, your host. It's all about who's beautifying Vero Beach. And you guys, today we have a couple of different organizations coming together, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. They're totally beautifying Vero Beach. You guys, we're talking about American Cancer Society. And we're talking about Riptide Band. So how have the two collaborated? How have they come together? What kind of magic are they creating? I have on the show today two of my favorite people. They're here all the time. I love them. They are my go-to when it comes to fitness and feeling and looking great. They are owners of Lift Vero, and they also have a band that is a whole family collaborative. Please welcome back to Beauty and the Beach Radio, Bonnie Pfiester and her husband, Steve Pfiester.
Thank you. Thanks for having us again.
I love it. And I have had the joy of being able to watch you guys perform in the Riptide Band, and it's so fun. I want to sing with you. I want to dance with you guys. I mean, it truly is so much fun. And it's a family affair.
Yeah, it really
Mom's
is.
on the keyboard. Dad is on the drums.
Yep.
And then we have a few others sprinkled in that are not family, but probably feel like family at this point.
We've been trying to adopt them, get their adoption papers finished.
I love it. I love it. You guys have so much energy. I know you're all over the place, and you're really kicking it up a notch with this organization that we have on the show today. We're going to get into that. But please welcome to the first time on Beauty and the Beach Radio. She is from American Cancer Society, Theresa Woodson. Hi, Theresa.
Thank you. Hi. Thank you for having me here.
So, Theresa, we were talking before we went on air. So most people, okay, are familiar with the Relay for Life that the American Cancer Society does. And Bonnie had, gave me some cheat notes, and it actually started in 1985. So most people are familiar with the Relay for Life. Now, it has kind of progressed, and I believe, if I can divulge a few details we were covering before the show, that at one point here in Indian River, you got up to 60 teams, and this is vital because it is a fundraising for to help prevent cancers. So up to 60 teams. And currently we are now, for this new relay in April, you're up to 34 teams?
Correct.
Okay. So I'm going to dive right in and ask you what's the change? How come it's gone backwards? And what we're doing to try to bring it forward. And I think that's why Bonnie and Steve are here. But tell us about this process.
So one of the things that we know when it comes to fundraising and doing community events is that there is a lifespan and a life cycle, if you will. So Relay for Life started in this country in 1985, and in Indian River County, it started in 1996. We're coming up on 30 years.
Wow.
That's a long time to ask people to do the same thing and still have, as much fun as they did the first time. So it's kind of human nature that, things need to be freshened up and brought about new in some way. We have the good fortune of having some what we call relay diehards. I mean, they just bleed purple. Purple is the color that we associate with Relay for Life because purple is a color of high honor and nobility. And at our Relay for Life, we are all about honoring our cancer survivors. So their shirts will always be purple. But people have been doing it for years and years and years, tend to want to keep doing the same thing. Oh, we can fix this. We can do this. It's going to be okay. I know how to do that. What we really do need and don't quite have yet, I'm hoping this is going to be the year that changes, is some new people in our leadership team to bring new ideas. Sure. But we had a little bit going this year. So we started with a few new ideas. We didn't quite go all out on some of the ideas that we had because, again, clinging to the comfort. But what we did decide was we needed Relay to be fun again, and we needed we needed entertainment. We needed people to show up for something. And I had the good fortune of bringing Bonnie and Steve and Riptide to our Denim and Diamonds event in December. And the only regret I have is that we didn't have enough of them. We didn't have them playing long enough. And I said, oh my gosh, this is so much fun. And what's fun about it is they deliberately immerse themselves in your mission. Bonnie has registered a relay team. She just became a Rising Star team today.
I saw that.
A Rising Star team is a team that fundraises $1,000. And so thank you so much for that. I know that there's several people at the gym that are supporting her. But you know, they immerse themselves in the mission. And one of the things that's really kind of cool that you have the gym and then you have Riptide is that, you know, prevention is a big deal. It's a big part of the mission is to bring about that message of prevention. And the pillars of prevention are nutrition, physical fitness, stop smoking or don't smoke, and sun safety. So, you know, oh my gosh, so much of that is embraced in what they do. And they play music that everybody knows and everybody loves. It's great.
Absolutely. So let me ask you, for those that are not familiar with the relay, I want to paint a picture of what it was and what it's going to be. So I remember the days where you walked all night, and we need to be clear about this because I think some people did go, I don't want to do this all night. So what I remember from the relay of what I think the traditional one was that you did, it was 24 hours and there was a part of your team that took the night shift. Right. And so how has that changed? I know we're bringing Bonnie and Steve with the Riptide and there'll be entertainment, but tell us how this is structured differently now.
So even the word relay, you know, came from the idea that, relay started by an oncologist in Tacoma, Washington, who said, we've got to raise more money. We've got to do something. And he was an avid runner. So he ran for 24 hours. He raised $27,000 that first year. And so his patients and the community were like, wow, that's really great, but I can't run. And, you know, or I couldn't run for 24 hours. And so, you know, eventually people realized, but, you know, if we did it as a team, like, what if I did an hour and you did an hour? And that's where relay came from. So initially, all across the country, the event was 24 hours. Then it was 18 hours. Then it was 12 hours. This year, on April 20th at Riverside Park, we will be there from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. So we're really shortening and condensing that time, we want to just have a bundle of energy for those hours from 4 to 10. And so we'll have a lot of similar things. We're still going to be walking a track. And that's also about, you know, the endurance and the reflection and understanding that fighting cancer isn't something you do in a week. Right. You know, and just to identify with people who are facing cancer, you know, walk till your feet hurt a little.
Yeah.
You know,
no, absolutely.
Feel a little pain.
Yeah.
Relate a little bit. Yeah. And during that time, our teams will set up campsites. They'll do different things to try to fundraise. They'll have gift baskets, or they'll have my team, Richie's Relay for Hope, which is currently the #1 team, I must say.
You're going down, man. You're going down.
We'll be doing root beer floats. We have our presenting sponsor is Piper Aircraft, and they are bringing out the cooker, and we'll have the best barbecues that you'll have all day long in Vero Beach.
And Riptide. It's sounding really good.
We've got a taco truck coming and a nut truck coming,
awesome.
And a few things like that. But the thing that brings the energy to the event is the music.
Absolutely.
And that's what keeps us moving and keeps our interest and keeps us excited. And we're just thrilled, really thrilled.
So it'll be at Riverside Park here
Correct.
in Vero Beach.
In the Oaks area. So Oaks is going to be right across from where the Museum of Art is.
Yeah.
And
we're like art under the oaks, just so people.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. There's all things that happen there, Garden Fest and lots of different things that happen there. So that area of the Oaks area of Riverside Park. And the opening ceremony will be at 4:00. We will have a survivor experience, just doing a few little fun things for the survivors. And they'll, those who have registered ahead of time may have their survivor shirt. We have some of the old shirts that we'll also have on hand to share with those who didn't register till the day of. We will have soul music will be there to kind of fill in whenever Bonnie and Steve are not on stage. We're going to keep that energy going. And then in the evening, we do a luminaria ceremony, which is where we do a candlelight. And we have these luminaria bags. I should have brought one with me. They're just white bags, but we decorate them. I'm doing a little luminaria decorating BYOB happy hour at my house this weekend. And we decorate those bags with the names and put names of people that we're honoring or remembering. And we line the track with those and light them when it gets dark. And we have a special service then, a ceremony. Gifford Youth Orchestra Ensemble is coming out. So again, live music of a different kind.
Yeah.
And a lovely artist. I met with her Monday morning, Casey Lolita. She's a vocalist here, locally performs. From Columbia. She has a beautiful voice. And as soon as she sent me an email with a link, I'm like, I remember her. She and her sister sang at Relay for Life in 2015. So they lost their dad to cancer, as did I. And so that she has a story to share. She'll share a little story. And she picked a very special song to kind of illuminate the emotion of the heroes in the fight against cancer. And those heroes, by the way, are not just the people who are diagnosed with cancer.
Right.
It's our doctors and our nurses and our caregivers and our community that comes out. Those are all the heroes.
Theresa, one thing I do remember as well is the reverence that American Cancer Society has towards these heroes, towards the survivors, and towards the ones that have since gone on. Like it's very special. You really make it very special and very dignified. It's pretty neat to see.
But we're going to make it fun.
So speaking of fun, Bonnie and Steve, this is, as Theresa said, it's just such a perfect fit because you guys literally are in the fitness business. Of course, you also sing as well, so it seems like a great fit. What are you looking forward to, and why are you so passionate about connecting with American Cancer Society on this relay?
Well, my mom is a survivor, so that definitely, gives me a connection of remembering what it was like for her to go through that, and having people that, matter of fact, back in the day when I did permanent makeup, I actually did the tattooing when they did the areola and the breast reconstruction and stuff like that, and did some volunteer work for them. So I've kind of been working with them for a while in the past. We did the Relay for Life team several times when we were at Longevity and then the Max, and so when it quit being at the high school, we were disconnected. And so when we reconnected with the American Cancer Society for Denim and Diamonds, and we had this talk of us coming out and doing music, I was like, first of all, I didn't realize they were still going on. So I immediately was like, this needs to be something that we need to get out there and bring people in. And then, of course, we love connecting with the community. Absolutely. So as a band, music brings people together, and we're a variety band, so we're play a wide variety of music, and we know every few songs somebody's going to connect with it. And the whole Relay for Life is a community-centered event about connection and support and relationships. And so it's a perfect fit. We're excited to hopefully be able to bring people out, even people that might not have walked initially, thinking that it's only a certain way. Maybe they think it's still the all-nighter, like when we used to take our camper and bring all our crew. So I'm excited to see what we can do as far as just bringing attention to this event, so that we can revive it and like she was saying, kind of reimagine it, and who knows what it might look like in 2 years from now, 5 years from now.
Right. Steve, what would you say? You've been a fitness trainer for so everybody knows you're totally into the fitness. You and Bonnie, what would you say for those? We need to get those teams up to 60. Okay, we're in the 30s right now. What would you say would be some good benefits, coming out, having a team, doing the walk? What's the benefit out of that on a fitness level?
Well, when we were going through COVID, I think it might have even been here, but I was asked to kind of share some of the things that activities do for your immune system. And just actually getting moving is one of the best things you can do as far as when you think about lymph nodes and spleen. So you're thinking about white blood cells. Start moving, man, because those little suckers go through the body and they start seeking and destroying all these crazy things.
You don't have to be running a marathon. You don't even have to be doing a 5K, but walking, moving.
Just move.
Does make a difference.
Oh my gosh. I think one of my clients, he's a physician. He's like, Steve, in a Latin voice, but
she cannot replicate.
I'm not even going to try. But motion is lotion. Thank you, Luis Cisneros. But motion is lotion. I'm stealing that from him, and it's true. Just keep moving. Just keep moving. And what an opportunity for us to come and celebrate that with Americans. I lost my father to cancer just 3 years ago, so it's in every. It's touched everybody. And if there's anything that we can do about it, and then. The win-win is we get to do that. We get to check the boxes of, hey, I'm remembering my dad. We're making money for people that don't want to lose their dad. Right. And we're also, it gives hopes to the survivors aren't the people that just survived cancer. It's also the loved ones that survived somebody passing. So there's so much to this. And if we can move and it's a win-win, oh my gosh.
And
that's
then
great. And there's a nut truck. Did she say nut truck? Come on.
Protein.
And then also, even the emotional, I think, after COVID, and I'm guilty of it, we have this tendency to kind of hang out at the house and not socialize like we should. And, and I feel like, in the 50s, where community events, this would have been the biggest event of the year. The Relay for Life, it's community, all the communities coming out, and we need to bring that back because Vero Beach, even though it's growing, it still has that small town, close knit family community kind of center. And so I feel like just even getting out and socializing and meeting new people and getting out there, we need that mentally and physically.
I love that. If somebody wants to sign up, Theresa, for a team or even make a donation, where should they go?
relayforlife.org, Indian River FL, like Florida. And that will take you to, you'll see Relay for Life of Indian River presented by Piper Aircraft. We have another presenting sponsor as well. We're really, really very fortunate for the corporate partners that we have. Walmart Distribution Center, I just have to say this, they are the presenting sponsor for the Gold Together. So Gold Together is for childhood cancer. And this year they also have a fundraising team. And this year the school district of Indian River, the district office, has put together 5 Gold Together fundraising teams from the different departments within the school district.
Wow.
100% of the donations that they raise will go to childhood cancer initiatives.
Wow.
Which is very important because, on a national level, the National Institute of Health doesn't invest as much as we'd like to see invested in childhood cancer. So we are stepping that up, and
awesome.
and they're meeting, they're kind of matching us as we do it. So that's really great. But So it's important. Bring some cash. Although we'll have QR codes if you want to do it that way.
Perfect.
But come out, walk, sing, dance, hula hoop, limbo. We're gonna have a kids zone that has activities there, little ball toss and ring toss and whatever else Sarah comes up with, and we'll have a bounce house there. The big purple chair will be there.
I love it.
So bring your phone.
She
said nut truck.
So what would you say, Bonnie and Steve, is the one song that you'll probably play that every time Riptide does an event, it gets people on their feet, gets them jazz, gets them singing, gets them moving? What's kind of your top?
What's the one you're thinking of? I've got like 3 that
First I was afraid.
I Will Survive. Yeah, that is
that's a great one.
That is a big one.
Okay.
But I would, it's funny. Sweet Caroline and YMCA always bring people out.
Yeah, well,
It's
like rolling on the river.
Yeah, Proud Mary. Once we get people out there, it's like then we just don't stop.
Yeah. It feeds the whole process.
So you can dance around the track this year.
I was going theme.
Or you can. One of the things too is to bring your lawn chair. Even if it's people that don't want to walk, they can still come out, bring their lawn chair. They can get some barbecue. They still can support the event, and even just being there shows emotional. We're very excited about the food trucks. Can you tell? All I heard was taco truck. He's fixated on nuts, but I want tacos.
Listen, we have to go to station break. We're getting ready to have some tacos in Nuts. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Get ready to experience the rhythm of a lifetime with On Your Feet, the electrifying Broadway musical celebrating the extraordinary journey of Emilio and Gloria Estefan. From humble beginnings in Cuba to global superstardom, their music transcended borders and inspired millions. Don't miss your chance to dance, laugh, and sing along with the music that defined a generation.
Get on your feet.
On On Your Feet, now playing at Vero's beautiful Riverside Theater. Get your best tickets now at the box office or riversidetheater.com.
It's time to call Easy Brew Coffee and Bottled Water Service and learn just how much you can save and how convenient it is to have your coffee and bottled water delivered right to your home or office. In addition to water coolers, Easy Brew offers individual bottles of water in 8 or 16-ounce bottles. No more lugging it home or dragging it into the office. Serving the Treasure Coast for over 2 decades, 2 letters, 1 simple name. Easy for Easy Brew. Visit e-zbrew.com or call 800-792-3285. Easy Brew.
At Sunshine Furniture, our 35,000 square foot showroom is filled with the largest selection of in-stock coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast. Dining and bedroom sets, occasional tables, sofas, sleeper sofas, love seats and chairs in all the latest styles and colors from Tommy Bahama, Lexington, Hooker, Riverside, Universal, Four Seasons, Braxton Color, and Capri. We're the outdoor furniture experts and have hundreds of styles of any patio furniture you need, including a gallery of Berlin Gardens and Bollywood. We specialize in fire pits, outdoor rugs, umbrellas, and replacement cushions. Sunshine Furniture, 1295 US 1 in the Publix Plaza, Vero Beach. Family owned and operated since 1991. Don't forget to visit our outlet store directly across the street, filled with lots of name brand closeouts and sale items. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
Sunshine Furniture, the best in every way. Having sunshine.
We've been married 30 years this year.
Hey guys, welcome back to Beauty and the Beach Radio. I'm Cindy Goetz, your host. We are beautifying Vero Beach with the new and improved American Cancer Society Relay for Life with Riptide Band, and of course there'll be other, people there playing music and Nut Truck. I got
That was nuts. That's nuts.
Stop it. Jeez. So, you guys, we need to thank Dale Sorensen Real Estate for making sure that we are on air so we can promote people like Theresa and Bonnie and Steve, and I believe they're one of your sponsors. Is that
Dale
right?
Sorensen Real Estate has a team. They're fundraising, and they're bringing the fish tacos.
Okay.
You had me a taco. I'll be there.
So Dale Sorensen Real Estate, you do so much good stuff for the community, and you help us get that word out as well. Those that are beautifying, if you need to find them, whether you're buying or selling a home, you can find them at 772-231-4712 or SorensenRealEstate.com. We also want to thank Varietals and More. They always make sure our guests have lovely beverages, and it's usually vino. And Rob and Michelle, I tell them what the theme is, and they pick out a wine specific for the theme. Now, this one's, you might not catch it, but it's a great story. So it's a red. It's a beautiful red blend, and it's called Taken. Now, what this is, it's 2 families that have come together to form this wine, okay? And I thought, oh my gosh, it's perfect because people are coming together for the relay to have a successful fundraising event for American Cancer Society. And these 2 families came together to form this wine, which is a beautiful blend. Do you guys love it?
I liked it.
Yeah. So it's called Taken, a red. It's delicious. And it's a tribute, of course, to the relay. So, guys, we're going to wrap it up. We have about a minute. Bonnie, Steve, I'll start with you first. What do you want to say to everybody about the relay?
Oh, just please come out. Bring friends, family. If you own a business, get a team together. It's fun. It's a great team building effort. So just be there. Okay.
It's not like it's a race where you first, second, well, of course
it's a party.
It's a party. Exactly.
Walk a lap and then sit in your lawn chair and sing and dance with us.
Have a taco, walk a lap, have some nuts, walk a lap.
That's right. Teresa, what are your final thoughts as we close this out?
Well, I just want people to understand that this money that we raise goes to good use. 81% of every dollar goes to the mission, which is an incredible ratio there. And it comes back to help the people in our community, whether it's through medications they receive, the ability to diagnose a cancer early, the ability to prevent a cancer, or, the ability to stay at a Hope Lodge. And I want to just tell you that last year we had 2,472 free nights at Hope Lodges that went to people who call the Treasure Coast home.
Wow. I love it. We're going to have to wrap it up. Teresa, thank you so much. Bonnie and Steve, I'm going to be out there doing a little dancey dance. So we're talking about April 20, Riverside Park, right there under the oaks. And guys, let's see everybody there and support Relay for Life. Thank you.
Thank you.